Service will continue with the sermon. Again, the sermon is based on our New Testament reading from Galatians chapter 4. We'll begin with this prayer. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Amen. The presents underneath the Christmas tree appear because somebody loves you. If the presents under the Christmas tree appeared because you had worked for them, we wouldn't call them presents. They'd just be like more stuff that we got that are fueling the many storage facilities that are all around DFW and this area. And if you had to work for those presents underneath the tree, you may not get everything that you want. You might be too tired to work. You might be too young. You might be too old. You may not have the training or skills that are required. You may just run out of time to do all of the work to get all of the things that you want to be under the tree. Or the person who you are working for may not treat you fairly. May change the rules. You may not measure up to the expectations, and so you may not receive what you want. Or maybe you do work hard enough. You do get all of the presents that you want. You get them underneath the tree, or you get all the things that you want in life. But because you've worked so hard, and for so long, you don't have time to actually enjoy all those things. Or because you worked for so long and so hard to get those things, you actually missed out on a whole lot of life. And now you're left with a lot of memories of work and not joy or peace. It varies from family to family who actually puts the presents underneath the tree. For you, it may not have been your father that was the one who put the presents underneath the tree. And it may simply have been that somebody else chose to do that, put the presents underneath the tree. Or it could be the fact that your father just wasn't there, and so he couldn't put the presents underneath the tree. We might have a father, or for some of us, a father figure in our lives that we thank God for, who is a gift and present to us in our lives, who mentored and loved and cared and disciplined us. Or we might have a father or father figure in our lives that brought a lot of harm to us in various ways. Or we may not have had any kind of father or father figure in our lives by his choice or just because of other circumstances. But the truth is, though, we all do actually have a father, otherwise we wouldn't be here. The work that a father does to provide for his children, it reflects the love that a father has. And we know that the love of a father goes far beyond his level of involvement in placing all of the presents underneath the Christmas tree. Working for your father's love, though, is not love. If you had to work to earn or deserve love from your father, whatever you received back from him cannot be called love. And yet, our relationships often work that way. The relationships that we have with our father or with other family members or friends, even classmates or coworkers, we base our status and gauge where we're at and the level of love that's there in that relationship based on maybe how much work that we've done, how much we've earned from them, how much they've given to us. That's how we can tell how much love there is that's there. But again, those aren't relationships that are based on love, it's just earning. And that's what gets addressed in our New Testament reading from Galatians chapter 4. And Paul recognizes that this isn't just the way that we interact with one another, like however much I give, that's probably how much I'll receive. But we also think this way in our relationship with God. And this is what Paul writes. This is the verse just before our reading, just for some context. Paul writes, "So also when we were under age, we were in slavery under the elemental spiritual forces of the world." Those words are a little cryptic for us, the elemental spiritual forces of the world. Other translations have the basic principles of the world. It's actually pretty simple. The basic principles of this world are if you do something good, you receive a reward. That's just what we expect. That's what we base so much of what we do each day. If I do good things, I'll probably get some good things. And if I do bad things, well, I shouldn't expect to get anything, and I certainly shouldn't expect to receive good things. Those are the elementary forces that we work with in our relationships in this world. The problem with that is that we then apply that to our